Before you get the jet or the yacht, you have to accept the risk.
I told you.
The worry.
This is absolutely devastating.
And the dirty work that comes with flipping. I was so broke when I got started, I actually lived in my mom's garage. But I took the gamble. And now I've put it on the line over 500 times to build a better life for my family. To new beginnings, our new home at the beach. Cheers, everybody. Yay. Now I'm out to help novice flippers who are ready to bet on themselves.
This is like the highest risk flip I've ever been involved in.
Together, we'll take the worst of the worst and fight like hell to make a mountain of money, turning them into the best on the block.
This should be closed off.
How do you figure that out?
Experience. That's why I'm here.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
man?
I'm good. How are you?
My old contractor, Steve, he started flipping and he has a new house, but it has a really funky layout. He needs to find a way to add value and make money on this one, so he asked me to stop by.
I know you've done a couple deals over the last couple years.
Yep.
So tell me about this one.
I picked this one up from a wholesaler. I just picked it up for $820. I think it's got a lot of great potential in it.
How many bedrooms and bathrooms?
3 bedrooms, 2 bath. It's about 1,700 square feet. I've got some ideas I want to share with you and see if you think it's a good idea for me.
What's the rehab budget? That's what I really want to know.
150 budget.
For 1,700 square feet?
Yep.
That's pretty high, though, for 1,700 square feet, no?
Well, I added that in there because I want to build an ADU.
Oh, you're doing an ADU. Then what are you hoping to sell it for?
9.3.
What happens if you don't do the ADU? What would the house sell for?
Probably end up breaking even or maybe even losing.
So we have to do the ADU.
I got to do the ADU.
Okay, do you have a loan on it?
I do. About $6,000.
So realistically, to do the remodel and the ADU with the permits and the city, what, 6, 7 months?
No way. I got to knock this out in 3 months.
How you can get it done in 3 months?
I have no choice.
I will be so impressed if you can do this in 4 months or less. That's what I'm giving you.
Time is money. I really got to trim my spending down. I mean, you know me, and some of the spending I do in these houses is a lot.
Like, let's just say in the past you set a budget for 200. Where would you end up?
300.
Oh, you're going way over budget.
I know, way over
Oh,
budget.
you can't do that, dude.
I know. I start doing it, and then I say, no, I wanted to, get more creative and build it a little out further than what I'm doing.
The heyday is over. The market we were in is gone, and those days are no longer here. So if like you go 100 grand over budget on this thing,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a good chance you're gonna lose some money.
I know. That's why I need your help.
Okay, well, let's kick it off. What would you do out here?
Out here, I'd make it pretty cool. Paint the stucco white and all the trim black.
Yeah, you actually got lucky with this house. Like the stucco's in good shape, the brick's in good shape, the roof's in good shape. So you're just gonna clean it up, nothing crazy?
Nothing crazy.
So really, this entire project depends on this ADU.
Yeah,
That's a risky flip, dude.
I know, man.
Just going straight to the hard ones, huh?
Well, you know what it is. It's a hard market right now.
Go big or go home.
Yep.
At least you get some green carpet. Oh my
Love this
gosh,
carpet.
look at that. Okay, so in here, just living room.
That's considered a bedroom.
Wait, the living room? Wait, let me get this straight. So the house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
This is the 3rd bedroom.
Oh. Okay, so we have to make this a bedroom. You can't sell a 2-bedroom house.
No, I can't. I need to figure out design-wise what I would do. So I've got a bathroom here for these 2 bedrooms here.
Okay, so this is the community bathroom. Well, this is a good-sized bathroom. I like that. How much do you think it's gonna cost you to redo this bathroom?
Probably around 12 grand.
About 12? Okay, yeah. So these 2 bedrooms share this bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, so in here, yeah, not much. Just new flooring, closet doors.
Yeah, take these out.
And then here's bedroom 2. So they're actually good-sized bedrooms, huh?
I think this was considered the primary.
Okay, what's going on here? It looks like it's just in this area, right?
I think so. It's something past tense and it's already been fixed.
So we got bedroom 1, bedroom 2, community bathroom, and then back here, kitchen.
We'll come back to that. Let me show you the rest of the house first.
Okay. This is like the heart of the house, the family room.
Drywall the walls, clean it up, paint the ceiling white with black beams. What do you think?
I'd actually spend maybe a little bit extra money on the fireplace. Maybe you pop in a really cool mantle, but make this kind of like a focal point, you know? So the buyers step down in this room and then their eyes go right to this fireplace wall.
Good idea. I like that. Put a TV, hang a TV up there. I've already got TV already.
You put that chair there?
I did.
I just learned something from you. Every single house I walk in, I walk into these things and hit my head. So tell me that's why you put that there.
I put that there because of my lip right here. If you see my lip right
Let me
here,
see.
I hit it
No,
right
you
there.
didn't.
I did.
Let
I
me
turned
see.
around and
Come
hit it. Right there.
Oh my God, you did hit your lip.
I did. I've got a bloody lip right there, and then I cut my arm. I mean, This house is already starting to beat me up.
Okay, that's good thinking though, because I
Yes.
swear I hit my head all the time. Is that the yard?
That's my yard.
That's the whole yard.
That's my whole yard right there. Who wants to take care of a yard nowadays?
This property has a lot of quirks. I really need to pull as much profit as I can out of this project. Tarek has a lot of experience. I need to make sure that my plan for adding that primary is worth it.
I have an idea to make this the primary, and what I would do is take out the fireplace.
Why would you get rid of the fireplace? Why not just keep it?
I mean, it's a bed wall. Where else would you put it? Because you have windows all the way around.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but it is kind of cool to have a fireplace in the bedroom. That's a unique feature.
Well, I gotta do something to create it, make a cool bedroom.
All right, fine. So we get rid of the fireplace. Bedroom door here. This is now the primary bedroom. Well, where are we gonna put a bathroom?
I would take this wall here, move this wall to here,
Well, the kitchen's
shift
huge.
it down. Yeah, kitchen's huge. So that gives me an extra about 8 feet.
Okay, so all this is gone.
Yep, it's an old pantry, not much use.
Okay, so you're eating up a little bit into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So that bedroom would have a private bathroom.
Its own bathroom
Okay.
here, walk-in closet over here. I think it'll look really good.
What do you think that's gonna run?
About 20 grand.
Okay, I like that idea. Now our kitchen's gonna be smaller, right?
Yeah, but I'd like to keep the L shape, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this out and then have this really cool view of, everything going on in the living room.
So what's the budget in the kitchen?
I think I'm gonna have to go custom, about 45.
I don't think we're gonna get away with that. You have to be careful.
I know.
We have to stay on budget. Custom cabinets, I'm just telling you, if it were me, I'd go prefab. I think you could save probably 10, 15 grand right there.
Yeah, you're right. And this I was thinking about, it's kind of weird having a shower and a toilet in the kitchen.
That is funky.
So I was thinking of converting this to an inside laundry.
Where's the laundry now?
Garage.
Indoor laundry.
Yep.
Good thinking. And then back here, that's pretty much it. We saw the whole house, right?
You don't know about my ADU, where I'm gonna put it. Right outside this door here.
This is the garage.
Yeah, come on, let me show you.
So
Duck your head when you come in.
Why do they have a water heater and a softener in the middle of the garage?
There's a really good reason for that. Welcome.
What is this? Why would they do an indoor spa?
I have no idea. But if the walls could talk, we would all know.
I mean, is this square footage?
No, it's considered a garage. I can make this a really sustainable ADU for about 30 grand.
I mean, this is gonna be a tight space, right, for an ADU?
No, this comes out. This wall comes out.
What's on the other side of this wall?
The equipment and then the garage door.
I'm so confused by this. Oh wait, that is the garage.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yep.
Okay, so we can push this back another 6 feet.
Good.
And then you have the main house, 2-car garage, and then a separate ADU with a private entry from the street.
Yeah, we'll have a private bathroom, shower, and a little kitchenette. It'll look good.
So it'll be fully livable.
Fully livable.
That would be a home run, but like, I just, how are you gonna do it for 30 grand with permits?
I've already got 3 walls. I just have to build a wall here. A small one. This is a single car garage.
I wanna see the numbers on this when it's done.
Okay.
I wanna see the numbers on this.
Personally, I think Steve is just being way too optimistic about the cost. My experience with ADUs is a lot different than what Steve is thinking. I think it's gonna take much longer and be a lot more expensive.
Okay, so we gotta go over the numbers. You paid $820 for the house, $150,000 to fix it up. This flip, realistically, best case scenario, you said 3 months, plus we gotta sell it, close escrow, so call it 5 months. $6,000 a month for the mortgage. At 5 months, it's $30,000 in carrying costs. To sell the house is roughly about $50,000 in closing costs and commissions. So that will give us a break even of $1,050,000. So if we do sell for 1.3, then you get a profit of $250,000. That's not a bad flip.
That's not bad.
Okay, but let's talk about what can go wrong. So let's just say your budget went from 150 to 250. Let's just say the resale price went from 1.3 to 1.2. If those two things happened, the total profit's gonna be $50,000. Now, is that a good flip?
No.
No. That's why we gotta stay in budget, because this house has a ton of potential. If we can get the numbers right, like, this is gonna be a great flip for you.
I gotta stay on budget.
Yeah, no fancy stuff.
I know.
We can't overspend, dude. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I'll be here harassing you.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. It was good
Appreciate
seeing you. Give me a call. Let me know when demo started, and we'll kick this thing off.
The potential for permit problems and added costs on Steve's ADU, it makes me really nervous. To make a profit in this tough market, he has to nail the design and find smart ways to stay on budget in case the ADU starts breaking the bank.
framing's up?
Framing's up. Got the fireplace demoed out, kind of.
And this is the primary bedroom?
This is the primary,
Are you
yes.
sure you don't want a fireplace in the primary bedroom? I mean, I think that'd be super cool.
Where would I put the bed? There's nowhere to put the bed. That's my bed wall.
Okay, forget it. We're out of room.
I'm going to try to just frame it in the side of it there, steel stud framing it, and then just drywall over it.
So putting up like a dummy wall? Is that what you're talking about?
I was gonna save some money.
If the city allows it, I'm good with it.
Primary bathroom here. So this window is gonna small up here, gonna do a taller window. So if you're standing in the shower here, you know, it'll be above your head.
Okay, so we have wall-to-wall shower.
Yep,
Double vanity.
yep. Toilet's right there next to the vanity.
And then where's the walk-in closet starting?
It's about here.
Okay, so it's not the biggest, but it is a walk-in. So this is all kitchen over here now.
This is all kitchen over here.
So, I mean, the kitchen is way smaller, but it's still good size. The kitchen's literally going this way, and then also back here. Okay, it's a big kitchen.
Put the stove over there.
Okay.
Fridge is gonna go over here. I'm gonna leave the sink where it is, because I'm gonna save some money.
Yep.
Someone kept telling me about saving money.
Save
Not
money.
overbuild. Over here, we'll just be wrapping around cabinets over here as well.
Okay.
And I'll have a little top on there for a little couple bar stools, so
Yep.
it'll be cool.
Okay.
This is where I want to put the ADU.
Okay, we can tear this out and see what's down there, but we have to figure out your drainage for the toilet and everything that is going on here.
I can't hook up to the drain that's already here.
No, you can't do that. It'll
This
never
sounds-
pass inspection.
This sounds like a lot of money.
We have to find the location of the main out there to make this work because we're gonna have to reroute it. It's gonna be a lot of concrete work, cutting across your driveway for all the stuff that has to go in the ground.
Why don't we get a line locator, figure out where I'm at, and then I'll know how bad this is really gonna be. I'm off to a rough start. I got to spend a bunch more money taking the plumbing from the ADU all the way over across my driveway, ripping up all that concrete and connecting it to the sewer. The farther away the main line is, the more expensive it gets.
This device will find your waste main. We have to find where it's coming in.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'm hoping it's like right about here somewhere. I'm hoping.
We have nothing here. So there is no pipe here. Oh, we're getting close. And you are right here.
Right here?
Yep, so your pipe is right here.
So I have to go through my driveway now, and then I'm gonna have to go through this as well?
Yes, you will. So you'll have to tear up, trench the grass, tear up your bricks, tear up your driveway, and have a trench that goes all the way to the ADU unit. Is the only way you're gonna be able to legally do that.
That's gonna increase my budget by about 15 grand right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be as fair as I can, but this is gonna be expensive.
Yo,
Hey,
look
what's
at
up,
you.
man?
You look like a big old pumpkin today.
I am a big
What
old
a
pumpkin
nice
today.
shirt, Steve.
Oh, it's a bright color to keep my mood up.
It's been about a month since Steve started the construction, and he's hit some roadblocks with the ADU, so I'm checking in.
Wait, so you have to rip everything out?
I have to rip everything out.
Oh, dude.
15 grand just to run the pipe, and probably another 5 or 6 grand on the concrete.
You had 30 on the ADU, and that puts us at 50 for things you can't even see.
That's not the most of it, man.
Well, but there's more?
Yeah, there's more.
So what else is there?
Come on, take a look. I got a call from the city, and we were talking about this hot tub room. Problem being, this was only permitted for the pad. It wasn't permitted for the structure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it wasn't permitted for the structure. So now I'm gonna have to go into the city and try to fight with them to try to create an ADU. If they don't let me keep it, it's gonna be a major problem.
If we have to tear this thing down, start from scratch, time frame, price.
To tear this down, rebuild it with permits, probably 30 grand.
So that's 80,000 now.
Yep.
If the city said we had to tear this down, we just left it a concrete parking pad. What's the difference in sales price?
I'll be writing a check for this at the end.
Okay, all right, well, let me know what they say.
Yeah, I definitely will, man.
What's going on, Steve?
Hey, not much, G. How are you?
I'm good. Just walking a property right now.
So I just got back from the city, and they're giving me such a hard time on doing that ADU, that third car garage, and I'm over it. So I had another idea. I talked to the city. I said, but you know what? I'll scrap that. I'm going to keep it as a garage. I want to convert the two-car garage into an ADU. And they said, well, you can do that.
Oh. If we can for sure, like keep the single car garage, I mean, I would be open to that, but what's the cost gonna be to convert the two car then, because it's a much larger space?
We're still looking around 30 grand because I don't have to go through the driveway. I don't have to run that plumbing all the way, and I can do it right from this back wall behind me here.
Are you sure you could do it for 30 grand though? Because that's what you said last time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
I say we go for it.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
All right, later, buddy. Surprise!
Oh, hey.
Hey, Darcy.
Let's see what he thinks.
Darcy is a high-end designer I've worked with on many flips in the past. Her kitchen designs are amazing. So I've asked her to help me on this flip, but our numbers are so tight on this, I need to make sure we're not gonna go over budget. So I really need Tarek's opinion on this.
So what are you guys thinking?
Okay, so this is what I was thinking. The prefab, which is fine, like the black and the white. And then I was also thinking bringing in like a custom hood and some floating shelves in the same color as the floor there.
Now you're speaking my word.
Custom sounds expensive, Darcy. Here's the interesting about today's market. The houses that are done like average, we're getting lowball offers. The ones that are perfect, we're going over asking. The wow factor, that's what's causing the houses to sell. With that being said, that doesn't mean we can go from 25 to 50. That means we can go from like 25 to 30 for the kitchen. So this would be the flooring, right? So this is vinyl?
Yeah.
Yep, I love the luxury vinyl plank. I think it's amazing floor. I love it a lot.
Okay, this actually looks really nice. And then
like
cabinets, are you guys thinking white or black?
Or both. The new bar area could be the white, and then the perimeter would be black. But then if we did the hood to match the floor and the upper floating shelves in the oak that matches the floor, we do just enough custom, right, to make it feel elevated.
That's actually very smart. So you want to add floating shelves?
Yes.
How much is that going to run?
Well, I wanted to do LED strip lighting in them too. So let's call it like $6 grand.
And then this for the hood.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how much is this? Just this?
2,000.
Okay. What's the countertop and backsplash?
I was thinking that one right there.
Yeah,
Like
that'd
that
be nice.
countertop?
Like, yeah.
Well, let's take
Yeah,
this
let's
stuff
do it.
over there. So this would be the actual counter, pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What are you guys thinking for backsplash?
Well, I was thinking just use the same countertop material and just go all the way up to the hood with the slab and then maybe just like the 6-inch around the corner just to save money.
You're actually saving quite a bit of money by only running a 6-inch
Yeah.
backsplash. So instead of putting the money towards the backsplash, we can put it towards the shelving and then the hood.
You mean that old school 6-inch?
It's actually coming back right now.
Really?
It could be a good thing. Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I'd have to see that.
So you do have a picture. Okay, good. Oh, I mean that looks great.
Right?
Actually, I love that look. And if we do it like this, Steve, you're gonna stay in budget.
Okay.
And because we're saving money, we can spend extra money on the hood vent and then the shelves that light up.
In the 48-inch range.
Well, how much is that range?
It's like $5,600.
Do not like that range. That is way too expensive. It's gonna make no difference to your sales price. You are literally taking your money and lighting it on fire. Your entire appliance package should be under $5 grand.
Okay. So do you think that we should go to a 36-inch range?
I do. If this was your house, I'd say, heck yeah, let's go with this range, right? But we're flipping it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll go shopping and we'll go to a 36-inch range.
Okay.
So we're saving thousands by not doing the backsplash, but we're adding thousands by doing the custom work, so it's a wash. So the budget all in is probably gonna be about 25.
Yeah.
I think that works.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Done. I see penny rounds, I see some larger size tiles, so what's going where?
I've got a lot of different options here right now. So I've got these wall options here, and
So
I've got
these four are for the wall options.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of like the lighter on the walls. Darcy wanted to kind of go the more expensive route. These over here are running about 10 bucks a foot.
10 bucks a foot?
10 bucks a foot. This right here, it's about $3 a foot.
Okay, so this tile, I mean, this is nice.
I think it's cool.
It's nice, it's bright, it's gonna make the bathroom feel larger. Which one do you like?
I like the less expensive one. Got some good dimension to it, and then maybe just bring in the black here and the black on the floor. Take this matte black, larger format, use this for my niche, use it for the shower pan, and then what I'll do on the floor is I'll carry the luxury vinyl, plank inside here into the bathroom.
Got it. What is the cost of this tile?
A little under 6.
So we're in budget.
Yeah.
I love this look.
Cool.
All right, what else we got?
The hallway bath. All right. So here's my ideas for the wall here. What I was thinking about is this for me, my wall material. It's about $3 a foot. And then on the floor in here, I was thinking about maybe just carrying the same floor in here. And then on the niche, I was gonna do something like this. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, and I love the pop of gold.
It's a little expensive, but I don't need a lot.
The colors play off the primary bathroom. I think it looks good. I like that.
If you switched it to the prefab uppers and the regular hood, it just looks like every other prefab kitchen.
Prices of these guys are crazy now. The quote that Darcy's guy came in for the floating shelves was $11,000. That's almost double what we anticipated. We already installed the electrical for the underlighting, but with cost adding up, I'm about ready to ditch all of these customs and just go to prefab.
Hey, Tarek, I'm calling you for an intervention. We all agreed that we were gonna do the custom oak shelves.
I remember.
Okay.
I just don't have $11,000 in my budget towards this kitchen.
What is the cost difference between the kitchen Darcy wants and the kitchen Steve wants?
$5 or $6 grand.
You've already ran the electrical for those. The wires are already there.
So it's like, we've already spent so much money. Do we want to skimp at the 5-yard line? And also, we're trying to sell this house, what did we say, like 1.3 million?
I've got to sell it for $1.3 million or above.
The hood wall is the feature of the kitchen. So I just think it's really important that we find a way to get that done. Kitchens sell homes.
This is a tough call. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the best look is going to be Darcy's look. I should probably do it.
Okay.
But price-wise, if there's some areas we can shave a couple thousand off and figure out what that is.
We can do that. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, so this door is gonna be gone. So now this is ADU, and then this is gonna be kitchen.
Yep.
Kitchenette, yes.
And this is bathroom, and this is just all like the living area.
This will
With the
all
new
be
window
living
there.
area. I'm gonna put a window there and a window back there to give some more light, natural light.
Okay, I love this space. So what are you thinking design-wise? Because I see you have cabinets here.
Yep.
Yep. It was gonna be white, but
I had cabinets left over from my job. So I'm adhering to my $30,000 commitment to you, and I'm gonna use the cabinets that I had.
so.
If you
I'm
already
good with
have
that.
them, why not?
We're
Thank
gonna
you.
use them. We're gonna do prefab quartz countertops. And then we got the light oak colored luxury vinyl flooring.
Okay, so you're gonna match the house.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then this was the shower wall tile. It's not that
Ooh.
expensive.
That looks nice.
It's a very small shower with this floor tile and the shower pan.
She's got me stressed on this, spending on this.
It is such a small space and we have to make a little pop, but
I think we need to do a prefab shower.
How much would it cost for the shower enclosure?
A little under $1,000.
All in.
Yeah, all in.
Man, that's pretty good. Okay, Darcy, your beautiful tile over there. How much is that shower gonna cost?
It's gonna be another $2,000 for that.
An additional $2,000 if you wanna do a tiled shower.
Yeah.
I think we're fine with the fiberglass. I do. Sorry, Darcy. When it comes to return on investment, I don't think you need to spend the money. Just a bright white shower, I think is gonna be fine.
Primary is looking good. Here's the vanity that we got for the bathroom. Now that's the floor that Darcy picked to run throughout the house.
You feel like it matches a little bit too much?
I think so. I'll show you my new plan.
Okay.
I got a really good deal on all these black tiles. I've got this going in inside the shower pan. I'm gonna have it back here on the niche. And then what's gonna be great about it, I'm gonna run it all the way through, even including into the primary closet. This will be cheaper because I've already got a lot of this tile.
I like that because it's gonna give it more of a modern look and it's gonna contrast between the wood and the black. How much money are we saving doing this?
I hope to save about $1,000.
Okay, $1,000 is $1,000. At the end of the project, it starts to add up.
Yep, very true.
How's the other bathroom coming?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go look at this thing. Oh, that looks super dope. I love this tile. You love this, right? Or you don't love it?
I love this tile too, but Darcy told me it was $3 a foot. My office ordered the material. We got it here. He started putting it up. I saw the invoice when it came through my desk. It was $25 a foot.
You did not spend $25 a foot.
I did.
Steve. Steve.
I had no choice.
Dude.
I already had this wall done.
So how did we even get here?
Well, because Darcy picked this and she told me it was $3 a foot. They went and picked it up. We didn't get it until we got the invoice. And I'm like, this is a typo. And they're like, no, it's 25. So I already had it up. What was I gonna do?
If anything, you could have just done this as an accent wall and done 12 by 24 white tiles on the sidewalls.
Yeah, it's too late. The material was more, but then the labor to line up all these lines, look at how he had to do this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is labor intensive.
So how much extra in here? The materials and the labor?
About $2,500.
Okay, I mean, that's a lot just for this tiny little space. I mean,
It is.
No wonder I love this tile. When Steve flipped luxury homes, he had bigger margins so he could absorb mistakes like this. But this is a more family-focused neighborhood in a dropping market. So he really needs to pay attention to the budget just as much as the design. Well, at least it looks good. Obviously, Darcy takes it to another level, and his houses need to go to another level. We gotta just make sure we're careful with the budget moving forward. Like, you gotta make sure that you're looking at the invoices before it gets installed.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so here is the ADU.
Dude, what is this? I was here 3 weeks ago. What have you been doing?
So I had approved plans, remember?
Yeah.
From the city? So the inspector shows up and he's like, I'm not really liking this footing. So they made me put in, this footing is literally 30 inches deep by 24 inches.
For
all
what?
the way Don't ask. I have no idea.
Well, how much was that?
Just for this, $4,300. You know what? Who would have thought I'd have to put in a footing that would be carrying a second story?
There's always something, I would have thought.
So I'm all the way up to like 42 now.
I told you 30 was low for an ADU, because no matter what, you know even more than I know, things will always come up. And we're not even done, which means that number can go up. Honestly, it's a good thing that we decided to go with the prefab shower and save some money in here, because it would have got even more expensive.
It's not my fault.
Okay, wait, right. So it's unexpected, right?
They're unexpected costs.
And it's a huge number, right?
Yeah.
But that's why you have to try to save money throughout the entire project from the beginning. So when we get to a position like this and something like this comes up, it doesn't kill us.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
What's up, Super Steve?
Hey, what's up, man?
What are we doing today?
Well, you know, here's the problem, man. Darcy really likes this white and black. She wants to do all the brick and black and all of the trim. I drove around the neighborhood here and I didn't see any black and white houses. Every house here is more warmer colors. My thought was, what if we did the white on the stucco, okay? And then we do the gray on the brick.
I would probably go with the gray. I think it gives you like the same look, it's just a little bit softer.
Okay, cool.
We have not talked about landscaping.
I like these drought-resistant plants I picked up. 80% less water. I've already got the drip lines here.
Okay, and then you're gonna run this all the way around?
Yep.
The grass is starting to die here, so if we're gonna keep this grass, we need to get some water going.
Well, the county's offering a rebate of $2 a foot to pull this out.
Rip out the grass?
Rip out the grass and go complete dryscape.
So total square footage of grass, we probably have 1,200 square feet, right?
Yeah,
so they're gonna cut you a check, call it $2,400.
Yeah.
But then to replace it with dryscape, that's gonna cost you like $5 to $6 a foot. 1,200 feet is gonna cost you $6,000. So you're still paying over $3,000 more, almost $3,500.
I don't have it in the budget. I know,
The math doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
So I think we have grass right here. I say we put some water on it, bring it back to life.
Okay.
Oh, the entry's a lot brighter now.
Yeah.
Feels like a bedroom.
Bam.
Oh, this came out awesome. I like the contrast between the dark floor and the oak cabinets. For me, this is perfect. Okay, so we have bedroom number 2. Where's your closet? I'm not seeing a closet here, Steve.
The closet's here, but I was going with her design idea, full, floor to ceiling, 98-inch mirrored wardrobe doors.
98 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, did you price out doors?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so like to do a full floor to ceiling custom door, you're looking at least $1,600. And that's just this one bedroom. So if you're doing all the bedrooms, you're talking thousands of dollars. Why don't we just frame it down? We'll put like a standard 72-inch closet door in. We'll save like $800 a bedroom.
Well, I was thinking about building like a built-in, with a clothes and some, like a couple dresser things built into it. No? Okay.
We gotta stop spending money. Frame it in, do a standard size mirrored closet door, call it a day.
Okay. Framing's only gonna be a couple hundred per room.
Pop in a standard size 72-inch closet door. It'll cost you like $400 instead of $1,600.
Right.
You're saving like thousands of dollars. It adds up. All right, let's go check out the kitchen. Is the kitchen almost done or no?
You can see.
Dang, this looks awesome.
Looks a lot better, huh?
I love it. What do you think about this kitchen?
I think it's super cool. I do love it. Ran into a few little issues with the cabinet guy. I sent the right measurements. He messed up. They were wrong. So when I put the cabinet in here, we had a 30-inch cabinet here. And then I had to get a bigger cabinet here to fit here. I was told the shelves were gonna be a different height. Everything was wrong. All the electrical had to be moved. You can see all the drywall patching I had to do.
They're supposed to be custom, and so everything was built and they weren't custom and nothing fit?
They did, and I had to make them work. I'm back charging him the $1,000 mistake. All that, I'm in this about $30,000 right now.
Wait, I thought we're at 25 on the kitchen.
No, I'm at 30.
Wait, that's not even with appliances.
That's not with appliances.
Dude, we're gonna be spending $35,000+ on a kitchen? That is not a flip house kitchen. That is like a custom remodel kitchen. The kitchen looks beautiful. It does look beautiful, but I'm just trying to hammer into you that, when you're flipping houses, we gotta watch the bottom line because we're not in the business of just making beautiful houses, right? We're in the business of making beautiful houses and getting the highest return on investment.
I'm starting to panic because I'm thinking that we're really overspending here.
Well, we can't compromise design entirely, but we can certainly get creative.
I'm scared. This market is really scaring me. You're an amazing designer, love you to death, but you got to really sharpen your pencil with me here and trim this budget down a little bit.
We could cut back. Like the shower glass doors haven't gone in yet. In the kids' bath, you could not do shower glass at all.
Probably at least $3,000 or $4,000 we'll save there.
In the fireplace, we haven't ordered the tile or done the demo, and it's almost so dated, Steve, that it's like back in style.
Okay. Or we could save probably $3,000 there too.
I'm gonna help out with the staging because I feel a little guilty. I pushed so hard on the kitchen.
Okay.
That should save you around $8,000.
I definitely appreciate that. I just want to make sure I'm not writing a check at the end of the sale of this.
I got you. No worries.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too.
Hey, we got windows. This is progress.
This is progress.
Hey, why do you have so much wood everywhere, dude?
Don't
What's
get me
going on in
started,
here?
man.
Dude, what's going on for real? Why is there so much wood in here?
This is a nightmare.
The city approved our plans originally, but when the inspector got there, he didn't like the way they were drawn. So we had two choices. We could either go back into plan check or work with him on doing an upgrade on the framing, and that's exactly what we did. I'm just relieved we were able to get that through without having to go back into plan check.
It's crazy. I've got like joist upon joist here. I've got them all blocked in.
I've never seen anything like this. The entire thing is covered in wood.
Well, I tell you what, if there's ever an earthquake, this is where you'd want to be.
This will be the last thing standing in the neighborhood.
$8,000, that's how much more I had to pay for all this. That was a discount from my framers too.
So he made you put up all this wood and it cost you $8,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we first walked this property, you said the ADU was gonna cost $30. So where are we at with the budget then?
About 50 right now with all these extra changes.
So 50 just in here?
Just in here.
Okay, what about the overall?
When Darcy and I sat down, I was about 200.
200?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I talked to Darcy. So what we've done between Darcy and myself, we compromised on some of the materials we used on the primary. We compromised on some of the lighting fixtures, and we're staging the house ourselves. We got it down to 180 right now.
180.
Yeah.
Okay, so 180 for the house and the ADU.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're
Say 20,000.
I mean, 20 grand is 20 grand. So, I mean, that's a huge win. And when you start thinking creative and testing and trying different things, that's where you can start saving money. So from right now, this moment, when is the house gonna be done? When's the ADU gonna be done?
I'm gonna push this thing like a mad dog. I wanna get this done in 2 weeks.
All right, well, let's get to the finish line.
Let's do it, man. I've had a lot of sleepless nights worrying about this little room here. Finally, we are beyond the framing stage. So we have the drywall in, so theoretically, I should be ready to throw some paint on this thing by mid next week.
All right, station's looking good already. All right, it looks great, dude. I'm impressed. So everything's done. The house is done, ADU's done, everything's done.
Yep.
All right, so we gotta come up with the list price, amigo.
Okay.
All right, let's talk some numbers.
Okay.
I'm dying to know where we landed with the budget. So you paid $820,000 for the house. When I first got here, you said the remodel with the single car converted to an ADU would be $150,000. We ended up doing the 2-car garage. How much did we spend on the remodel?
$190.
That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be higher.
Okay.
Because the house, it came out nicer than I thought, and you ended up making a bigger ADU. Holding cost, $6,000 a month. We thought it was gonna be 5 months. We've been here for 7 months. So that's $42,000 in holding costs. Selling costs, they're gonna be the same, about $50,000. So our real break even now is $1,102,000.
Right.
So what do you think about listing it for?
I think we should go 1,375.
It's probably a little bit higher than I would go. How did we get that number?
I think looking at it now and seeing how good it looks, I have an ADU, which there's nothing really around here to comp that with an ADU. That's an advantage, 300 plus square feet there.
You didn't find any comps with an ADU?
I didn't find any.
Okay,
No.
so I did. There's actually one, yeah, there is one.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I found one.
Okay.
And it's a neighborhood that's similar to this.
Okay.
That one was a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 1,700 square feet in escrow at $1,290,000. The ADU on that property is better than yours because it was detached. But I think your property is more valuable because the main house has more square footage. So if that one's selling at $1,290,000, I would probably go $1,349,000.
Okay.
Okay. The question is a buyer willing to pay $85,000 more for an extra couple hundred square feet and a nicer remodel?
I think so. Honestly, I'd like to try it out for the first couple weeks. Let's see how it just kind of flex it by the market.
Okay, so if we do sell for full price, you're gonna be looking at making $273,000 profit.
I love it.
That is a fantastic ROI. But if we don't get offers in the first couple of weeks, we're gonna have to reduce.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll know. I mean, my first open house, I'm gonna know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Don't be too sensitive. There's no crying and flipping, all right?
I'm okay. Come on, I worked for you for how long?
Yeah, exactly. All right, looks like we got a group coming up right now already.
This has a nice approach to it.
Yeah,
doesn't
you just
it?
look at it. The black and white look real well together.
What is this right here?
I don't know, it's interesting.
Like privacy?
I like those wood slats you did up front. How much was that, just for the wood slats?
With paint, about 400.
That was a great idea.
Oh my God. It is a little weird that right when you walk in, it's like you're immediately closed into the house.
Yeah. Little tight in the hallway, but as they go through the house, watch, they're gonna get excited. I'm not
It's an
worried.
old house.
Ooh, nice.
This is a big room. Look at all the light.
Man, I can't believe there was a fireplace right there on that wall.
I know, right?
Ooh.
Beautiful. The black and the white.
Nice
What
contrast.
a great idea.
I love the tile. It's so big. Less grout cleaning.
Yep.
How much money did you save by not doing all the glass?
About $3 grand.
Good call, because nobody's complaining about it, and you save money.
Black tile and tier too, but a different
Oh, it's
shower,
nice.
which is pretty. Very modern.
I noticed the shampoo niches are black. Weren't you talking about putting gold in there at one point?
Yeah, we were gonna do that, but I just thought it was too much.
It's definitely more masculine. I think if you would have went with gold, it would have softened it a little bit.
How do you open it?
You gotta have good fingernails.
Like, do any of those open?
I think you need to make some adjustments to the cabinets and like rip that thing open.
It was fine. They just didn't do it right.
This would be a guest room for us.
I like the mirror
I like the
closet,
mirror
too.
doors. It
Yep.
really makes it look
Yep.
bigger.
Don't you like the floors in this room?
I really like the floor, the whole house. I like these floors. It looks good.
The planks are really big.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to the kitchen now.
Oh, the kitchen.
Oh, this is stunning.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
Wow.
This is an interesting hood. I like that very much.
I love that hood.
I think this is quartz, and I really love it. I
Maybe
like
the white.
that they used it as the backsplash. And then this is white here with the
Yeah,
black.
the white and the black.
I don't know what I think of that.
I don't know how I feel about the floating shelves just because I have so much clutter. I feel like it might not look as cute as this.
I like things hidden, not on display. And
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No way. She doesn't like the floating shelves.
I do like that it has a fireplace.
Yeah, I like the fireplace.
That's beautiful. The marble surround there.
That's
it kind
good.
of flows with the countertop I put in.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing that would have to go. This different color patio, it looks like an ice cream store or something.
Yeah, a little bit funky to have that pink peach concrete in the middle of the yard.
I'm actually gonna stain it.
This is really cute,
I know.
though. I like this awning.
yeah.
Ah, they found the ADU. Man, that looks great. I can't believe that was the garage. That's looking good.
Oh my gosh.
This is nice.
I love the high ceilings in here. This is so cute. Wouldn't this be a perfect size for your mom when she came to visit?
Someone's mom, for sure.
That turned out to be a way bigger project than you thought.
It started out with hair when we started out this project, and it all went away, stress-wise.
Completely appointed. We would not have to spend any money in here.
Did you go with black counters in there?
I went with granite in there. Really cool color.
I think it was the right call.
I like the tile. This
Yeah.
is even different than before.
Yeah, that's cool.
What happened to the fiberglass enclosure to save money?
My tile guy needed some work, and we negotiated. That actually cost me less.
We could get $2,000 a month for it. I think this could work.
That helps pay the mortgage.
Sure does.
And it's just wild what rents are to rent an ADU.
Mm-hmm.
Listed for almost 1.4. It seems kind of high. Maybe put in an offer for like 1.2.
Okay, so she thinks the price is high.
It's a little more than what we're seeing in this neighborhood,
It's
but it's a
beautiful, though.
different caliber of home.
It's a beautiful home.
Okay, there we go.
It's a different caliber of home. She's absolutely right.
Maybe we should make an offer on it.
I agree.
They just said make an offer.
There you go.
I really like the home.
1375? That's crazy.
Yeah, it would definitely have to come down at least a little bit.
You know, everybody's got an opinion. I think the general consensus was the design was right. I think if you hadn't reined me in on a lot of these extras that I've done, I could have very easily spent an extra 50 grand here, easily. Honestly, bottom of my heart, thank you.
I really do think we're gonna get some offers. But if you don't get an offer within the first 45 days, we have to drop the price.
Okay.
So you better sell this thing.
I better sell it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
After overcoming a ton of challenges and delays, Steve listed the house for $1,375,000. If he finds a buyer who will pay full price for his high design and extra ADU space, he'll make a whopping profit of $273,000. That's an incredible win for my old friend and my newest graduate of Flipping 101.